it looks like this particular celebrity has now been well and truly exposed. It happens to many celebrities, let me tell you, because, you know, some people might suggest they get far too big for their boots. They think they're more famous than they are. And unless, of course, you're a mega diva like, say, Mariah Carey or Beyonce, dare I say, even Adele, you can't really command this sort of, shall we say, command the demand. I mean, that really would be the story behind this particular story. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. Let's have a good wave. You all right? Absolutely. You know, I just said good morning. Somebody's walking past. They thought I was talking to them. Talking to you. Yes, you. Yes, you. Wake up. Yes. I know you're drifting, aren't you? I can sense it. Yes, we're all drifting. You know, I could drop off. I woke up this morning and thought, what again? Already? Only just gone to bed. You know what it's like, don't you, ladies? I mean, you just, the working day is never done. I know. That kitchen window is your world, am I right? Back as ever to your story of the day. Now, this story does make me laugh, as I say, because having worked in the likes of celebrity for a long time, I'm not shocked by this at all. This is what happens, you see, when you get a micro celebrity who decides to throw a party, anniversary, wedding, whatever, and then they start to reach out via their team to see what freebies they can get. This has happened to a former soap star over here in the United Kingdom. And what's happened really is the influence of the bakeress that she reached out to try and get free cupcakes in exchange for some publicity in a very little red magazine, I might point out, has truly backfired, because said bakeress has now gone online and didn't name the person originally, but basically said no, you know, she wasn't willing to do it for nothing. Her staff needed to be paid, and of course she's a business. Now, what's interesting in the defense of the celebrity, it's, you know, it's nothing new, it's gone on for years, but I think in this climate it's very, very difficult to say exactly why you would do it. Now, you know, in terms of like publicity for that back, as it were, it doesn't really work out. The credits are that tiny. You need a microscope to see who's been thanked for giving all the freebies. Anyway, this particular celebrity has been exposed as being the Coronation Street star. That's a soap opera over here. She hasn't been in it for years, Catherine Tidsley. Now, it's a strange thing because clearly, you know, it's very damaging for her brand. Just wanted to say, though, this is how it's going to wrap up. It's so simple. You can see it before they've even written it. The actress in question will say she knew nothing about it. It will be her team. The team member will be quietly let go or furiously axed, whichever way you look at it. And then, of course, she would just say, well, I didn't know anything about it. I would never have asked that. I don't expect people to give me things for free. You can see how it pans out. I think what's interesting here, a lesson to be learned, in these cost of living crises, it's very difficult, isn't it now, to expect or at least demand people to give you things for free. And as I said, if you're a mega star like Adele or Beyonce, one might suggest you wouldn't need it. That's normally not the case. Having worked with all of these people, they actually get more freebies the more famous they are. Because if you're clutching a phone, a brand of vodka, a mobile, all that sort of stuff, you know, everybody thinks, oh, maybe I'll buy that one. That's the one that she uses. Of course, the sensible people who watch this channel, like you and me, of course, would never be influenced by a celebrity. We told you recently, didn't we, about Samuel L. Jackson being the new face of Warburton's bread. The bread grows up in price, he gets paid, and the only loser is you and me paying more for a brand that we already knew wasn't worth the money anyway. You get the picture. Back to the soap star, as I say, just remember when you read the next part of this, you'll realise that I was right, and of course the assistant will be chastised, told off, and probably never asked to do it again, all the while quietly exiting that particular person's employ. Always happy to set the record straight. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.